we go, baby. Let that boost go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it didn't do that before. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a bummer. Welcome back to another episode of BeamNG RLS Career Overhaul Mod. Yes, we're not in Pepper Valley. Long story short, I recorded a whole entire episode and I just hated it. So, last episode we talked about how there's no fuel pumps at the drag strip, and that really doesn't work with what I'm trying to accomplish. So driving back and forth is just a pain. So I was only able to do a couple runs in the moonhawk that I built that had the diesel in it, but it doesn't anymore. So without further ado, I'm going to turn around and you're going to see these puppies. Now I did do some tuning to the truck and the moonhawk, but it's alright, because we're going to have some fun in this episode, and then we're going to at least get more runs instead of just a couple. So because we have the fuel pump, which is literally right there in between this red and blue sign right there. So without further ado, check it out. Now you remember the truck? We did do a pro drag tire in the rear. This is a 15 by 10, 28 inch tall tire. We did a 6-speed manual, and I think now it's at 40 pounds of boost. So she's got some pow-pow. Now, the moonhawk. Oh yeah, look at those meats, baby. So we got a 17 by 4 in the front, right? You got the skinnies. And then you got the meats. It's what's for dinner, right? We're rocking a 15 by 16, 31 inch tall pro drag tire. Oh yeah. It is now a 621 cubic inch billet block on nitro meth. 4-speed drag automatic trans with the wheelie bar and just some big old fat sticky tires in the back. Oh yeah. You gotta get those tires warm, baby. I love my interior view. Oh, no. Didn't do the two-step. That's my fault. My fault. Here we go, baby. Let that boost go. Oh, Jesus. Okay, it didn't do that before. Oh, come on. Oh, that's a bummer. Well, I didn't want that. That's not how I wanted it to happen. Dang it. 5,500, that's not bad. Maybe we'll do first gear. Here we go. Don't do it again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I crossed the center. Nope. So this is how this episode's gonna go. Alright, hopefully we don't run into that problem again, alright? I lowered... So these are pro drag tires. You can change how, like, sticky you want them. From, like, 1 to, like, 2. And then usually, like, the bigger tires, like the moonhawk, you can do, like, over 2. And I was at a 1.37, now I'm at a 1.33 or 1.34, and I lowered the front end, so hopefully that helps. Let's do a little burnout. Alright, here we go. Come on, don't embarrass me. First gear launch. See, now she spins. Oh, yeah. Alright, so there you go. She at least beats the last time that you guys saw. So we just did a 717 at 206. So now we're getting somewhere. So let me put a little more sticky in the back tire. Let me go back up to a 137. And I think we'll be okay. And then I kind of get back to where it was. So rowdy. Alright, we're back. We're at a 137 again, but all I did, just like from the previous passes, I lowered the front end just a little bit. Wish I didn't have to always change my two-step, but not a big deal. Alright, here we go. Oh. Went deep in the bulbs. Still finicky. Oh, yeah. Oh, rolling it. Alright, that was an improvement. Alright, we had a 713 at 208. Our 60 foot was a 109. We did a 4.7 in the 8th at 159 miles an hour. I think I can do a second gear since we are spinning, but I think it'll work out. So let's go back, run it back, same settings. We'll just do a second gear dig. I think it'll work. Warm up here. Alright, no problem, no problem. There we go. Second gear. Oh, balked. Hang on to it. Oh boy. I don't know about this one. Yeah, 718. Yep, that was slower. Alright, so we lowered the back end just a little bit and softened the rear end. That's it. I'm hoping that'll be just enough. And it's just very interesting because when I ran my PB in this, which I haven't beat yet, I'm like going around what I did, so it's very interesting. So I'm not even going to do a two-step on the second gear hit. We're going to hit it on red line. Ooh. So torquey. It's just got 3,200 foot-pounds of it. Here we go. We're going all the way. That was better. This might be it. Come on. Oh, we got a PB! Oh yeah, that's a 691 at 210 miles an hour. Still 109, 60 foot, but we did a 4.5. I think before we did a 4.7. And that was at 157, now we did it at 162. What an animal. No traction. See, and now she'll actually slow down. Alright, let's put a little more grip in the rear tire. Little more grip, little more grip. Now, this tells you how fast Gordy was. Now, if you're new to the channel, I built a Bruckle LeGrand. And I built it off of the movie Freddy Got Fingered, and it was a convertible. If you go back in my series of the RLS career, spoilers, it ran naturally aspirated. I think the best was like a 653, and then with spray we did like a 630 something, maybe 613 or something like that. And that had a rear wheel drive, an 8-inch slick. It was a 15 by 8-inch tire. So that shows you how fast that car was. Full interior, blue. I mean, we had the zebra steering wheel on it. It was moving. And on an 8-inch tire, it was actually insane. And we just did a 691. So, I put the tires now at a 1.4. Because I don't want too much grip. Because then we'll just end up yeeting ourselves like we did on that first run. So let's get it. Oh, okay. That's how you want to be? Oh. Here we go, here we go. Rolling to the beams. Double bulb. Here we go. Don't wheelie. That was good. Oh yeah. 685. There's a PB for you. Okay. We got out of the 109s. We're at a 105 at a 4.4 in the 8th at 163, so we gained a mile an hour. Or is that 2 mile an hour? And then top end, we're practically still the same. And mind you, every pass that we're making, we are losing weight by losing fuel. But I want to see, let's see if we can put more boost in. I'm curious if it's possible with this setup, if I can do a boost by gear, but I don't think I can. I think it's just straight, you know, whatever you can put on the wastegate and whatnot. So let me see. Alrighty, so we can't do a boost by gear with this setup, which is kind of a bummer, but not a big deal. I completely forgot that the race tab, this mod, right here, when you go into your, where you click in for your like nitrous stuff, it'll have like a race tab ignition, stuff like that. So you can either run like E85, methanol, or nitrometh, and you can choose how much duty cycle you want. So I just did E85 now, still on the 40 pounds of boost, and we nearly gained 1,000 horsepower. I don't know if this is going to handle it, but we're at 100% E85, and we're at 4,273 horsepower and 4,000 foot-pounds of torque. Only two things are going to happen. It's either, well, three things. It's going to be a good pass, a PB, I'm going to yeet myself into the wall, or it's going to blow. So let's see what it can do. Alright, nice little smoky burnout, nice and easy. Second gear launch. Oop. Here we go, folks. Hang under your butts. Oh yeah. That's a lot faster. Oh, a 661. Okay. Okay. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Oh yeah, West Coast is a lot better of a shutdown. Holy crap. Alright, so our 60 foot was worse. We were definitely spinning, so we did a 105, now we did a 107. But we did in the 8th mile 4.3 at 172. Holy crap, that is moving. And we gained 12 mile an hour on the big end. Wow. That is absolutely cooking. 661. That's 0.3 of a second off. just adding the race tab E85 full 100% duty cycle. I'm gonna run that back because I'm kind of curious. And she held. I mean, we have the orange engine, but that's just because it's the turbos are overheating. Not a problem. So let's run it back. Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Do you think it'll be able to do it in third gear? We're about to find out. Oh yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a PB, baby. Oh, you animal. 652. Woo, that's nearly another 10th off. Okay, we're back at the 105s. Okay. Now we're cooking. Holy crap. I honestly don't think I've made a stick shift vehicle this fast before. Because I've always had problems where stick shift vehicles just end up burning through your clutch after a certain amount, especially if you get like a really sticky tire in a launch. 105. 4.2 in the 8th. We are so close to a 3-second 8th. I got an idea. Oh! Hey, the cops work. Hey, they work on West Coast. Which is also a problem because he's going to be looking for me. And I hope he doesn't run into my cars. Totally getting complacent. Come on. So here's what I was talking about. Hopefully this cop doesn't hit me. So under your nitrous oxide system, if you have that mod that I just showed you guys, you can go to the race tab injection system. Okay, he's confused. Maybe he doesn't see us. Alright, I think we're Gucci. And you can do all these. You can do like restrictor plates, E85, methanol, nitrometh. We're going to do methanol. This thing is going to make some pow-pow. And I think I'm going to lower the gearing a little more. Let's go to a 315 rear gear. And we're going to do a full 100% duty cycle. Now mind you, when you keep adding more and more like E85 to methanol, holy crap, look at that power. You go through fuel quick, especially if you have like a drag transmission, because they load up so much on the converter. Look at that. 5,782 horsepower and 5,175 foot-pounds of torque. I nearly make 2,000 foot-pounds of torque at 2,000 RPM. Wow. This thing is either going to blow up, or, yeah, we're going to find out right here. That was a little backfire in that one. Alright, I'm a little nervous on this one. That's a lot of power. Like, third gear. Nope. Oh my god. That was so violent. Yep. There she goes. Man. Hurt again. $1,500. I think if I do a second gear launch, it'll spin enough where it won't kick the front end up as much. Hopefully. God, she is sticky. Oh. Don't wheelie. Don't wheelie. Oh my gosh, she's violent. 6th gear. 647. Holy crap. Alright, so we did a 102 60 foot. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. 4.2 at 178 miles an hour. with the 647 at 228 miles an hour in the quarter mile. And she was cooking them tires, rolling through those gears. Wow. And I had to get it into 6th gear, and I didn't change how 6th gear is. And that was a very, very tall gear. So there's definitely room for improvements, but I think that is a really good starting point, considering we started off from the last episode and we have no fuel. But it's okay because we have the pumps right over there at a 744, and now we're at a 640s. Now let's take out the big meats and show you what some naturally aspirated on nitro meth can do. Now here's the best part of this whole video. Listen to this thing. You ready? You ready for this? Oh yeah. She's got the big boy cam. She ain't messing around. Oh yeah. So before we get into it, I know I didn't match the rear wheels to the front, but let's do a little rundown of the vehicle, right? Slicks and skinnies, 17 by 4 in the front, 15 by 16 in the rear with a 31-inch tall Pro drag tire, wheelie bar. That red line you see right there, that is the fuel cell. We have a full race exhaust all the way up the back, my style. Got a nice little drag wing on it. Gutted the interior, race seat, roll cage, old school steering wheel, big old cowl hood, 621 cubic inch SEEP engine, which is the mod. And this is probably one of my most favorite mods besides the Mio drag parts is this. So this is the motor. The mod that I'm using with the motor. They have like diesels, straight six, V8s, and they sound phenomenal. And you can do like a bunch of different stuff to them. It's phenomenal. Got a big old cowl hood. I don't think I can pop the hood because I had troubles with that trying to do it before. Yep, not a problem, whatever. But remember, our goal in this is to at least get close, if not beat, a 5.4. My fastest pass you saw in the last episode, which I did in November of 2024, was a 485 at over 300 miles an hour in this moonhawk. Not this particular one, but I want to see how fast I can do naturally aspirated. So let's see what she can do. And as you can see, she's making 4,283 horsepower and 36 foot-pounds of torque. And she's already at a half tank from when I was running it before, so that kind of helps. And she's got one nasty cam. And it's like pretty hard to do a burnout in it because it just wants to go. It's just so violent. Here we go. Oh, it didn't shift good. .583 though. Oh yeah. Look at that 60 foot. Not even a 1 second. A 996 at a 3.8 at 203 miles an hour in the 8th mile. Holy crap. And 5.8 at 240. I mean, look at the beefcake in the rear. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So much tire with the exhaust that I'm just noticing it's coming out the tire. Oh, that's comical. Sorry, we're not going to worry about that. You didn't see that. So we might run slower because we have more fuel in it, more weight, right? But that also adds because that fuel cell is right there in the back, giving us traction. Now, we'll see what happens. I might even run right back just because I might do a second gear launch. But if I have more, the gearing will probably be better though at first gear. Here we go. Such an animal. Absolute animal. Pulling it up to the line is a treat. Oh, red lit. God, she just blows the tires off the line. I might have to adjust my wheelie bar because it might be a little too high. I need a little side profile. It is so hard to get it up to the line. Alright. Got some data. Let me do a little bit of tuning, and I'll get back with you guys. Alright, so we made the rear end a little more stickier. We moved the wheelie bar a little bit up, so it'll help the rear end kind of dip down. And I just realized I'm only on 50% nitrometh, and we can crank that up to 100. And we're at a 5.8 already. Jesus, so violent. Hopefully I didn't make the rear end too sticky. That's the burnout it's gonna get. Just gotta creep up to the line. It is so violent. .583. 999. So we slow down on our 60 foot. So we're maxing out and gearing up top. And that's what I forgot to change in the last run. Well, actually, not forgot to, but I was curious if that was it just not shifting or we were running out of gear. And I'm even kind of going a little past where the power is because it's very linear. So we got to change the rear gearing, but we did a PB somehow, so those changes helped. And it hung on that first gear. Alrighty. We had a 338 rear gear, now we have a 310. That's all it's doing for a burnout. It's just so sticky. That could help. Oh, we ran out of fuel. Hey, we did a PB though. See how it just eats that fuel. Oh, we did a 980, a 38, a 202, and we slowed down the quarter. So we made up for it in the 60 foot, but it brought that front end up and then it just kind of pogoed, and then it brought the tire off the ground, which just made us lose traction. Oh, that's just a bummer that I've lost fuel. See, this is why I moved back to this strip. But if you move back to your garage, they usually give you just enough fuel to get to the pump. Now remember, we're only at 50% nitrometh. You can only do like a couple runs and then you gotta cut it off and turn it around. It's insane. Wow. $5,800 for a full tank. think I might go manual and do a second gear hit. A lot of spinning off the line. Ooh, 577. Okay, okay. We're moving the right direction at 253 miles an hour. Holy crap. 962. Look at how much fuel we just went through. Nearly half a tank. That's $2,500 nearly in fuel. What an animal. 201 miles an hour in the 8th. 253. Look at that reaction time. 022. Alright. Did a little bit of suspension changes. I don't know if they're going to work. I did a little bit of wheelie bar changes. I also made the rear tires a little more grippier. And I added an extra 20% of nitromethane. So now we're at 70% duty cycle. So hopefully we beat our 577, and we're gonna launch back in second gear because that worked pretty good. Oh, I didn't like how much the wheels came up. This is gonna be quite interesting. I think I moved the wheelie bars up too high. Oh, I didn't shift it. I'm an idiot. We had the mile an hour. I'm just an idiot driver. Man, she popped up so hard. And we're out of fuel. It's just insane. He's gonna get mad. Yep, there it is. Hopefully the cop does not hit us. Please don't hit my beautiful car. Now we're going to see what a real full tank is. There he is. Oh! Oh, that dude just nailed that. What an idiot. Oh, that was icing on the cake right there. Nice driving, Tex. So a full tank is 6,052. Holy crap. Alright, we did some suspension changes. I don't know if it's going to work in our favor. Lowered the rear end just a little bit. Brought the wheelie bar down a little bit. And we lowered the front end. And we added a little weight in the front. So hopefully that helps. Okay, that didn't seem too bad. Try the second gear hit. Let's do normal hit. Let the trans do its own thing. Oh yeah. Oh, what a PB! Okay, 553 at 267. Woo! We needed all that runway to slow down. That's right. Oh my god, we are so close to getting in the 5.4s. Look at that reaction time. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, a 917 60 foot. 366 in the 8th at 209 and a 553 at 266. Yeah. Come get you some, because this thing is nasty. What an animal. Naturally aspirated monster. And we have another 30% of methanol duty cycle to work with. I mean, there's so much fine tuning in this. But for the last run, I'm gonna straight up hit it in second gear. Remember to shift it this time and see if that'll work, because I think I got just enough fuel to do so. You just gotta load up on the trans brake late. God, she's such an animal. know about this one. Yeah. She popped up and I followed it spin. Oh, slow down. Slow it down, baby. Slow it down. Good God, man. Oh, look at that reaction time. Quad 0 again. Man, someone hire me for bracket racing. What can I say about these two animals right here? This truck. This moonhawk. We are so close of getting into the 5.4s that I wanted. And it's so easily achievable if we just fix our 60 foot. We can back half the the back end in the 260s, 270s, that's fine. But if we fix that front end, that'll equate to so much on the big end. So we just have to work on our 60 foot. But man, we were hitting quad 0 on the reaction time. We were under 1 second at 60 foot, which is absolutely insane. This vehicle is just a monster, and this truck just wants to do a wheelie. I mean, this truck makes more power than this car. It just spins the tire because it makes so much power down low. These things are absolute animals, and we just started working on it. So, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be back at the drag strip again, and we're going to keep hacking at these times. I am not done yet. And I'm going to bring the Bishu Yoru, because I already had it delivered to the garages over there, the extra storage for the Alder drags, the dragway garage, sorry. And we're going to pimp that out too. I want to have some fun at the drag strip. And then after that, we'll most likely do some fun stuff in the sand or some more rock crawling at Remote Pit 8, because I had a blast with all that rock crawling. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had an absolute blast. These things are absolutely disgusting. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.